Many people from Asia live, work, or study in the United States, but that situation may soon change. Former President Donald Trump is planning new immigration rules for 2025 that could block entry for citizens of certain countries. If you are from Asia, your nation might be one of them. Here are the 7 Asian countries that Trump intends to remove from the U.S. immigration system in 2025. Let's dive in. Number 7. Laos. Laos is now under the spotlight in Trump's 2025 immigration plan, and not for positive reasons. The U.S. government has raised concerns about how Laos handles passports and travel documents. Officials claim the country has issued documents to individuals with unclear or even false identities, making it difficult for U.S. authorities to know who is truly entering its borders. Trump's team argues that this weakness in security puts American lives at risk. Another significant issue is deportation. When Laotian nationals overstay visas or break immigration rules, U.S. law requires that they be sent back. However, the United States says Laos often refuses to accept them or delays the process, creating added costs and pressure on immigration facilities. Trump's proposed solution is straightforward. If a country will not take its own citizens back, it should not be allowed to send more people in. This could result in a full immigration freeze. Students from Laos may lose access to study visas, workers could be denied job opportunities, and families may face long delays or even permanent separation. Lao Americans are particularly worried, fearing their relatives might not be able to join them or build a better life in the U.S. The effects could also ripple back into Laos. With fewer people allowed to travel abroad, there may be a drop in remittances sent home. Reduced opportunities for students to study in the U.S. could slow down the nation's access to global skills and ideas, impacting its development. Trump insists that Laos must demonstrate stronger security, genuine cooperation, and faster deportation processes before restrictions can be lifted. The key questions remain. Can Laos rebuild trust with the U.S.? How long will it take to restore good relations? And what will this mean for young Laotians who dream of a brighter future abroad? Before we move on, comment down below where you're watching from, we'd love to know. Now, let's look at the next country. Number 6. Cambodia. Cambodia is also under serious pressure from Trump's proposed immigration changes in 2025. The U.S. government highlights Cambodia's poor cooperation and weak human rights record as central issues. According to Trump's team, a government that fails to uphold freedom is unlikely to properly screen travelers or issue secure documents, increasing the risk of people with hidden criminal backgrounds entering the United States. Another problem is deportation. When Cambodian nationals overstay visas or break U.S. laws, they are expected to return home. Yet officials say Cambodia frequently delays or outright refuses to take them back. This leads to legal backlogs, higher costs, and added strain on the immigration system. Trump argues that countries unwilling to accept their own people should not enjoy the full benefits of U.S. immigration access. If travel restrictions are imposed, Cambodian students, tourists, and workers could be directly affected. Families in the United States might be cut off from visiting loved ones. Bright students may lose scholarships, and skilled workers could be blocked from employment opportunities. On a larger scale, Cambodia's global image could take a hit. Being labeled as uncooperative could erode trust with the U.S. and other nations. Business partnerships and tourism may also suffer, further straining the country's fragile economy. To avoid these consequences, Cambodia would need to strengthen passport checks, improve deportation cooperation, and show genuine progress on human rights. But will the government take these steps? The future remains uncertain, and the outcome could shape Cambodia's position on the global stage for years. Number 5. Myanmar. Myanmar is another Asian country Trump plans to restrict from U.S. immigration access in 2025. The main reason is its ongoing political crisis and record of human rights violations. Since the military coup in 2021, Myanmar has faced chaos, widespread protests, violent crackdowns, and political instability. According to Trump's administration, nations in turmoil cannot reliably vet their citizens. Without strong background checks, the US fears criminals or extremists could enter unnoticed. Beyond that, the US criticizes Myanmar for mass arrests, censorship, and its treatment of minorities such as the Rohingya. Trump's team argues that a government that mistreats its own people cannot be trusted to handle international travel responsibly. Deportation also remains an issue. Myanmar has been accused of being uncooperative in accepting deported nationals, complicating immigration cases in the US and overburdening facilities. If restrictions move forward, Myanmar students may lose access to scholarships, workers could struggle to renew visas, and families may be torn apart. Those fleeing persecution may also lose hope of finding safety in America. This isolation could slow Myanmar's development, as fewer people gain access to education, training, and investment abroad. The question is whether Myanmar's government will respond to international pressure and make changes, or continue resisting, leading to even deeper isolation. Number 4. Thailand. Thailand is also caught up in Trump's immigration crackdown. The key reason is its controversial decision in 2015 to deport 45 Uyghur refugees back to China, a move that sparked global outrage. Human rights groups accused Thailand of ignoring refugee safety, and in response, the US imposed sanctions and visa bans on officials involved. For Trump's team, this demonstrated that Thailand could not be trusted to protect vulnerable groups or uphold international rights. The deportation also raised fears that Thailand could be influenced by pressure from powerful nations like China, something Trump sees as dangerous for immigration security. If restrictions are enforced, Thai students, workers, and tourists could face delays or outright visa denials. Families may struggle to reunite, universities may lose talented students, and businesses could suffer from reduced global exchange. The impact on Thailand's economy could be significant, especially since tourism is a major industry still recovering from the pandemic. Fewer students studying abroad may also weaken the country's skills and innovation. These events send a broader message to Southeast Asia. Respect for human rights is a key factor in international relations, and ignoring refugee protections can carry serious consequences. Number 3. Pakistan. Pakistan is another country on Trump's 2025 list, largely due to national security concerns. For years, US officials have claimed that Pakistan provides shelter to terrorist groups. Although Pakistan has made efforts to fight extremism, Trump argues that these steps are insufficient. A major issue is background checks. US officials say verifying visa applicants from Pakistan is difficult because records are often incomplete or unreliable. This raises fears that dangerous individuals could slip through undetected. Trump's stance is simple: if applicants cannot be fully vetted, they should not be allowed entry. Deportation has also been a challenge. The US accuses Pakistan of refusing to accept its own nationals who overstay visas or break immigration laws, increasing pressure on detention centers and immigration courts. If restrictions are applied, the human impact will be immense. Pakistani students may lose opportunities to study in the US, professionals in fields like medicine and technology may be unable to renew work visas, and families may face years of separation. Diplomatic ties between the US and Pakistan, already complex, could worsen further. Trade, military cooperation, and foreign aid might also be affected. Critics argue that these bans hurt ordinary people rather than addressing real problems, but Trump insists that safety must come first. Number 2. Vietnam. Vietnam, despite being one of Asia's fastest-growing economies, has landed on Trump's 2025 list due to deportation issues. US officials claim Vietnam has repeatedly delayed or refused to take back its citizens who overstayed visas or committed crimes in America. This problem is particularly complicated for individuals who arrived after the Vietnam War but never became US citizens. When they break laws, deportation becomes difficult because Vietnam often refuses to accept them. Trump's response is to restrict visas for most Vietnamese nationals. This would affect students, workers, and families alike. Many Vietnamese Americans could lose the chance to reunite with loved ones. The consequences could extend to education and business. Vietnamese students make up a significant population in U.S. universities, contributing both financially and culturally. Their absence could affect diversity and funding. Meanwhile, Vietnam could face slower development if fewer skilled workers and professionals gain global experience. Vietnam argues that some individuals in question are no longer citizens, but Trump's team insists anyone born in Vietnam should be accepted back. Whether the country chooses to cooperate or resist will have major consequences for its international relations. Number 1. Afghanistan. Afghanistan tops Trump's list for a full U.S. travel ban in 2025. The main concern is security. Years of war, instability, and the return of Taliban rule have made Afghanistan too dangerous, according to Trump. The U.S. argues that Afghanistan cannot provide reliable background checks, raising fears that dangerous individuals might slip through the system. Deportation is another problem, as Afghanistan often refuses to take back its nationals who violate U.S. laws. If a ban is enforced, Afghan students, professionals, and families will face closed doors. Scholars, doctors, and engineers may be cut off from opportunities abroad. Families may be separated for years. For Afghans, this move creates fear, frustration, and stigma, while also raising concerns about reduced humanitarian support. The long-term consequences could be severe. With fewer students studying abroad, Afghanistan may struggle to rebuild. Trump insists the ban will stay until safety improves, but this raises difficult questions. How can peace be restored if opportunities abroad are shut off? Should the U.S. focus on compassion while ensuring security? Afghanistan now stands at a crossroads, with the entire world watching closely. Trump's return to power places these 7 Asian countries, Laos, Cambodia, Myanmar, Thailand, Pakistan, Vietnam, and Afghanistan, on his immigration restriction list. Visa rules, job opportunities, and family reunifications may all change rapidly. What do you think? Are these decisions really protecting the United States, or are they causing more harm? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Is your country affected? What would you do? Comment below. Goodbye.